kick off Super Indy X. The following singles contest is scheduled for a 1-fall-day 20-minute time limit. It will be a first-round matchup in the Super Indy X tournament. Introducing first in the corner to my right, he weighs in at 194 pounds, wrestling out of Tijuana, Mexico. He is the generic luchador, Generico!
Ring of Honor standout making his IWC debut this evening, looking to win gold on his very first night.
In the corner to my left, he weighs in at 170 pounds, wrestling out of Mexico City, Mexico. He is the king of high flying, Samuray Del Sol!
You've seen Samurai compete in IWC and Super Indy contendership matches in the past, but never before has he received an opportunity like this. Welcome once again from ringside, Joe Dombrowski alongside Jay Worthington Farnsworth and Rob Naylor, bringing you right off the cuff the very first matchup in the first round of Super Indy X. 10 competitors entered to receive a bye. That is Super Indy 2 winner Colt Cabana and Super Indy 1 and 8 winner Super Hentai. Hentai's bye came at the hands of the Founding Fathers. Cabana at the hands of Chuck Roberts.
Hold on. Hentai's bye came from the talent and the way that he established this title.
My point was Bubba the Bulldog is the man that initiated the buys 3 weeks ago.
But let's not just breeze past the fact like, oh, it was just handed to Super Hentai. Super Hentai has earned this bye.
Well, I would say he has. He has in his professional career, but I think there's a lot to be desired with how he handled Shima Zion and how he handled this company as a whole. And Chuck Roberts, 3 weeks ago, joining the Founding Fathers and shifting the struggle of power strictly to Bubba the Bulldog. He has all championships in his control right now. Hopefully we'll change that tonight, but right now it's El Generico, Samuray Del Sol, two masked men, one-on-one center there with a quick pace.
These guys kicking it off with a bang here. Flipping and flying all around. Nice arm drag by El Generico. So glad to see him here in IWC. And a third.
El Generico is the generic luchador, competes primarily in not just throughout the United States, but also into Canada as well, ironically. And Generico, best known for his amazing wars in Ring of Honor with former tag team partner Kevin Steen, Steve Carino, a number of others, and certainly since he has exorcised that demon of Kevin Steen at the end of last year, Generico has rebuilt a lot of momentum and still stays as one of the top athletes in any promotion he competes in. And we've seen men before in the past, like a Delirious, like a Chris Sabin, like a Jerry Lynn, win Super Indy and cement their status as an IWC regular for a period of time. Generico could guarantee a lot of future work here in this organization if he can get through the field of 10, but easier said than done.
Yeah, he's got a big task ahead of him. Samuray Del Sol, heard so much about this guy. High intensity extraordinaire. Nice arm drag of his own. Compact young wrestler, showing a ton of agility right here.
And he has a lot of muscle packed on that frame, kind of like a Super Hentai. And Del Sol also competes throughout the United States as well as into Mexico, competed for the DTU promotion in Mexico. I mentioned that because we're a little familiar with that thanks to guys like Lowrider and Shima Zion through the years who have competed down there. And Del Sol
has El Generico, actually.
There you go. Full circle.
No doubt about that. To the far corner.
Del Sol got the feet up. Low center of gravity by Del Sol, but got elevated high. And again, we're going to see a hybrid of not just the Lucha Libre style, the American Cruiserweight style. We're not going to really know what to expect, but whoever can dictate the tempo and whatever their specific choice is will have the advantage. Del Sol creates some distance. Gonna fly! Almost a gymnastic style balancing act to catch himself on the top rope.
And it's a testament to how in shape he is, his training, that he's able to catch himself with his trapezius muscles and stop himself from flying out of the ring.
It's only Del Sol's second match back, I believe. A very serious head injury he suffered a couple of months ago. Generico down for the cover here, too, and I gotta wonder if Generico is aware of that and can scout that. I understand Del Sol has a mean scar on the back of his head. I obviously can't see it because of the mask. But it's taken a lot out of him over the past couple months. Will he have some rust? Will he have some cardiovascular issues? That could come into play when you're talking about a night-long tournament.
He's shown some resilience thus far, Joe, as Generico picks his spot for a backbreaker, perhaps. Got all that one.
Cover once again for a near fall.
You had mentioned the head injury to Del Sol. It's probably worth noting at this point that Generico is known for dropping people on their head on the turnbuckle.
That's very true.
So even if he wasn't injured, that's sort of a problem. With an injury that he's clear, if that happens, it's clearly going to be a test to it.
Prime target indeed, but do not count out Del Sol. He has won different organizations' variations of world championships in the past. Most notably in Mexico as well as in Chicago, where there seems to be a lucha libre hotbed in the Midwest United States nowadays.
No doubt about that, Joe. And Samuray Del Sol knows that a win over El Generico will just only further up his, one moment, Irish whip off the ropes. Oh, kick to the head. He got all that one.
Caught him right in the temple. Gonna take that opportunity to go high risk. Gonna go cross body. Could have it here. Deep hook of the leg, 2-0. But you raised a good point a moment ago. Samuray Del Sol, a victory over El Generico, much more established in major promotions, much more name value. Del Sol puts himself on that radar, on that level, and that goes back to making history here, making your career overnight with Super Indy, and of course that was started by Super Hentai in 2002.
Look at this, ascending the rope.
At split second, Del Sol had to catch his balance, could have backfired, but great recovery. Lamahi straddle cradle for 2.5, near fall.
I thought he had all that one. Beautiful roll up.
It seems like Generico is a little frustrated with the combination of speed and power that Del Sol has been presenting so far.
Talk of the wild kick into a Blue Thunder bomb. Nicely done. Could be enough, but no, the shoulders were exposed on that pinning combination. Del Sol still has a lot left in him. Samuray Del Sol, of course, stands for Samurai of the Sun.
Did not know that.
But could it be a Flight of Icarus type story here where Generico can burn him in the first round?
Well,
oh, no!
There's an Acai DDT. Some more international flair. Almost had him for the near fall.
2 7/8 count right there, Joe.
it's a great impact to land on the back of your head like that. The problem with it being you don't get your full weight or your opponent's full weight over him when you try and pin from that position.
Del Sol going high risk. Nobody home in the moonsault. Generico had to hustle to get out of the way of that one. Generico, keep in mind, extensive tournament experience in the West Coast, in the Los Angeles area, where he competes every year out there in the top tournament out that way.
Oh.
Even made it to the finals one year, and I believe that tournament even more loaded than IWC's in terms of just number and volume. Brainbuster couldn't do it. Got it.
Here's your winner and moving on to the second round by Generic Luchador, Generico.
Farnsworth, you called it perfectly. Whether or not Generico knew about the head injury that kept Del Sol out for a couple of months, it played right into Generico's MO, right into his specialty. That brainbuster wasn't necessarily with the turnbuckle, but still did its damage. Hopefully Del Sol's okay, but now the master of the Olay moves on to the next round.
Congratulations to El Generico. And yeah, dumping a guy on his head normally gets you a win pretty quick. Good strategy.
Generic Luchador makes it to the next round of Super Indy X.